We have noticed quite a market shift, haven't we? Buyers and sellers have noticed too. Um, Even the top two builders in the country have said, hey, pencils down, no new contracts. They see what's coming. Inflation is soaring. We just saw it this month, 9.1%. And fear, uncertainty, and doubt have all settled in. So what do? How do you keep your fiduciary? How do you keep hope alive and still grow your business, right? And direct your clients correctly? Well, I'll tell you what you don't do, in case you need a reminder. We all tend to do this, but it's not the time to try and convince, creatively edit the negatives of why people shouldn't buy and only focus on the positives, right? You don't want to do that. Fight that urge. It doesn't end well for you or the client. They're always nervous and stressed the whole process, and they'll more likely to back out, and it breaks relationships, right? So I would recommend you try a few of these ideas that I'm still learning as I have been coached constantly and am dense. But number one, educate yourself, right? Not just your clients, but you. Commit to be the expert in your community and in this business. And of course, educate them as well on the process so they can make decisions that are bought in. Fish in new ponds if you have to. If your buyers are running out, go find new markets where people are buying regardless of what happens. Give up the sale or defer it. Don't be afraid to do that if it's not right for the client. Ask for a referral instead. It's a great value, and a review about how you told them honestly, right? Be the lighthouse. You remember those people in the last crisis that pushed you into something you knew you shouldn't have done and then it all fell apart? Do you remember those that spoke truth? I know I do. Be the one that speaks truth. Build a moat, footnote Lance Taylor. Be the connector for your clients. Commit to connecting them. You can only be thought of for real estate when they're buying or selling, or you can be the resource for anything regarding their home or financial needs. Which is the bigger pond? Be the resource. Remember that everyone is the hero of their own story. For your clients and your team members, they're the hero. Luke Skywalker, you are the guide. Obi Wan Kenobi. Frankly, I don't care if it's Alec Guinness or Ewan McGregor, both amazing. So either way, you are the guide in this. You lead them to victory and then celebrate them when it's all done, right? That's what needs to happen. And I remember when my mom was talking to me when I got back from a trip with my dad from a missionary trip in Africa. And we had just gone over there, and he showed me a bridge he built for a village that helped them get to market into the hospital because they were dying without this bridge. In the rainy season, there was it would just flood. They'd have to walk around for miles and for days. And he built a bridge, and they were running up to him when we got there and hugging him. And they named kids after him. And I was like, how come my dad, who didn't have hardly any money, make such an impact on people? I want to do that. Came back and told my mom, but I just don't want to go to Africa every month for 3 weeks at a time. You know, it's not what I want. She was like, hey, buddy, look, you can do the same thing in your business. Look, you know, the people that want to buy a home and make these decisions, one of the biggest of their lives, they're on one side of that. And in the middle, instead of water, is a huge river of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And on the other side is what they want. You can build a bridge to make that happen. And I was like, man, that's pretty good, Mom. You know, and she was a realtor member for 30 years, plus years. And so I've always remembered that. And that's what I get to do every day, is build a bridge for people where they are and where they want. And you get to do the same thing. So build that bridge for your client and build that bridge for your team, because for your client, initially, it is about the decision of buying a home. For your teammate, and it may be team member, it's about how can they reach their full potential, achieve their goals, buy into your vision, and commit to excellence and bringing that hope to them so they can be better for their clients and better for themselves, right? And for both parties, man, and everybody in your life, it's about bringing hope, especially in tough time, and inspiration. You know, inspiration comes from the word, it means breathing spirit, breathing life into someone else, right? So how can you do that? See someone as you see them and not as they are, as the future them, but as though they are now. It's a beautiful thing and a wonderful trait to learn. So some tactics. Number one, I have a Simon Sinek link here on Courage to Lead. I encourage you to watch that 15 minutes. Really good use of your time. My son is literally crawling under here because he's sick today and laughing. This is hilarious. The second one is to get your customer stories on your website that speak to what your value is and your why. Get some customer videos of that to share that story, testimonial marketing. Hey, you can also come to the Mega Marathon. It's on August 5th. Core training. It's fantastic. Top realtors all around the country going to come and teach for a day. I'll be there. It's awesome. Let me know if you want more on that. Also, train your team, right? Tactically, train your team weekly on stuff. Right now, we're working on leveraging personality and in communication and showing them how to communicate that. I've got a couple of documents attached here to this email about how to identify personality quickly for your team when you're talking to borrowers, when you're on phone, and how to use that in communication in phone calls and in emails. I've also got some other attachments here on cost of waiting analysis video if you want to send that with your client. We've got a rate chart, right? And some other cool tools here. Look at those tools. Share that stuff with your client, implement that in your business, and then use that information to help as you educate yourself, give them the right analysis on the cost of waiting, and be the connector. Again, connect 2 people a day right now if you're not doing that already, so that you're the resource, you're the hub of the wheel, you're guiding them. And I'll tell you what, you're the lighthouse and you build a moat around your clients with the professionals that you know will best serve them. When the dust settles, because it will, it's a tough time right now. We've been calling this, you've been watching these videos for over 18 months about inflation not being transitory, about you can't keep kicking the can down the road, and what's going to happen. Tell them the truth. They'll remember you when this is done. You will still thrive in this market. And then when it's all done, you will have built a community of people that trust you no matter what. And they will believe you, and you will be able to direct them and lead them. It's a fantastic way to live and do business and to serve people. And it'll blow your business up like you've never seen before after we get out of this time. I've lived it. I've been through it before. I changed my ways. If you need this reminder, I hope it's helpful. If you've never thought of this before, I also hope it's helpful and inspiring. If you need more, here for you. Team's here for you. Love you. And have a great day. Keep at it.